Good morning everyone, I hope you're having a great weekend so far. Today is Sunday, so it's the last nice day off before we all return to the nastiness of work in the week. So I thought I'd just quickly put up a video. I've been meaning to do it for a week or so, but I've just been so busy and I've not really had the chance to actually film and actually put up a video, which takes the longest. It takes forever to add it to YouTube for me anyway. So I thought I'd quickly just get into it. So I've got two, it's not really loads and loads of stuff, but I've got two kind of small hauls. So the first one was yesterday. I went to Clinton Cards. Clinton Cards seem to be having some really weird sales. Some of the things in there are like 99 pence for actually quite big. There were some really big like Olaf teddies and things like that were down to 99 pence, but I don't have any kids myself, so I gave them a miss. However, they did have some stuff on Yankee, which was half price. So first up, I'll show you the milk cups. So I really like this scent. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know I've got this in a medium jar, which is unburnt at the moment. But I also got one of the votive one of the votives in my Christmas advent calendar, and I was surprised by the strength of it. Had it in a small, like hurricane type jar, and it really did set up the room for the size of it. So I really enjoyed that scent. So I've picked up this in a milk cup. It's not been melted in any way, shape or form. It's just a really nice fizzy type, grapefruity, fruity type scent. Really nice for coming spring, just a nice fresh clean scent. So I picked up one of those. I think there are, yeah, I don't think you'll be able to pick it up on camera, but it does tell you it's a 16 pour on it there, which it would be because it's one of the newer ones. So I picked up one of them, full price. It had a label on of £5.99, which I thought was quite expensive for Clinton Cards. I'm sure they're about £5, but it did have a £6.99 label on. However, it did ring through the till at £2.49, so I was quite happy with that. I actually picked up a second one. They didn't have very much stock left, so I've actually got two of the same there. Nice fizzy fruity scent, so it'd be nice for any time of the year really. And then the last milk cup I got was this Mandarin Cranberry. Not smelt this one before. Again, it's a 2016 pour. This one, don't really get the mandarin out of it. Maybe I will when it melts, but I get the like the zingy cranberry type scent on it. Again, it's fruity. Don't think it's technically a Christmas scent. I don't find it's a Christmas scent for me anyway. But it was in the half price event, so that was £2.49 as well. So I was pleased to pick those three up for £2.49 each. To say they're usually £5. My next haul is a Boundary Mill haul. Surprise, surprise. This is from a couple of weeks ago now, but I've not had a chance to actually do anything with the video. So first up, I got one of these car jars. I've had this one before. It's in Ocean Blossom. This was, I think, one of the first car jars that I had, and I really like the scent. And actually, it was quite long lasting. It probably did last in the car probably a good 8 to 9 weeks before it got really, really, really sort of faint, and I just shoved it in the glove box, and actually the glove box still smells nice to this day. As you can see from the label there, it was £2.49. It was reduced from £3.49. I think the retail on these are about £5 or £6. I could be wrong there. So £2.49 is a good price, but they actually had an extra 10% off if you're like a privileged card holder member. So they run these events every so often where you get a 10% off everything, basically, whatever you're going to buy. So £2.49 with 10% off, make that a steal. So obviously, being the bagging hunter I am, I actually picked up two of them. So I've got two in the same scent. That is actually the same scent as well. So I've got two of those. Should keep me going in the car for a while. Next up, I'm quite excited about this one. I picked up this large jar of Mountain Lodge. This is one that I've been after for quite some time, and I've never seen it in a shop. I've seen it on the Yankee website for full price, and I'm not paying full price for a candle, and I believe they're £23.99 now, so that's never going to happen. However, this one was down to £11 and also 10% off that, so that makes this candle £10, which I thought was a great deal. It's a 2015, sorry, I got that upside down, 2015 pour there. As you can see, it's quite a straight, what's the word for that, straight, I can't think of the word, stripy shall we say. It's got quite a few oils in it there, there's some darker patches in there, so it looks like it should be A strong candle. Now, I've read reviews on this and people have had mixed reviews. Have said it's actually quite a light throwing candle, but it's supposed to be. I don't know yet because I've not lit it. As you can see, it's unburnt. I've been very good. I've not lit any of these or melted any of these while I've been waiting to film the video. Scent wise, I absolutely love it. It actually seems to have got stronger. It's been kept in quite a cool area. It's kept with my other candles in quite a cool cupboard. It's a dark, cool cupboard, and I do tend to find that when they've been in there for a few weeks, even months, even years, they tend to get really strong. I don't know if that's because it's cool or what. Scent wise, I really like it. It's the first thing that hits me is like a cologne type scent, quite a masculine cologne type scent, but it's not like, if ever you smelt Midsummer Night, it's not like that. Is it Midsummer Night or Midsummer's something? It's the dark blue one anyway. It's not as masculine as that. It does have a woodiness to it. I mean, clearly it's called Mountain Lodge for a reason. You can see it's got a bit of a woody lodge there. I just really like it. It is outdoorsy. It kind of reminds me, we once went on holiday to Centre Parks a long time ago, and we stayed in a log cabin, and when we had the fire on, it kind of had this kind of woody type scent to it, so it's a bit like that. Really like it. Obviously it's a brown wax there. Can't tell you how it throws yet, but I will obviously review it when I start to burn it. But yeah, I was really pleased to see that, and if I do go back and they have any further ones, I probably will purchase another one because I do like the scent so much. Next up is just two more now. I did tell you it was quite a small haul. Small but good. Next up, I went a bit mad with the old melts, tarts, whatever you want to call them. Now they had, as you can see, it's Season of Peace. And I have a medium jar in Season of Peace, which I did start to burn over Christmas. I probably got, 2/3 of the way through it before I kind of like put it back into its little cupboard for however long it takes me to get around to burning the next bit. But I really like the scent. If ever you, I know it was probably the right age for me. There was a big craze at the time when I was at school of people getting stuff from the body shop. And white musk body spray was one of them, and this smells just like it. It's so evocative of me, or to me. I really like the scent on it. It threw really nicely for the jar as well, and I did melt a couple of my own that I had in stock of the melt. So these were down to, not to knock them all out, these were down to 75p each. So I've picked up a full box there. Obviously you get the 10% off as well. So I've got 24 of those, which should keep me going for the rest of the year. But my goodness, I really love the scent. It's just such a clean smell for me. I quite like this upstairs in the bathroom. So sometimes I'll put a melt warmer on upstairs and it kind of travels all the way across the landing and downstairs, and I can smell it in my bedroom and things like that. Really like this one, so obviously hence why I've got 24 of those. And then pièce de résistance, for me anyway, is this one as well. As you can see, it's Cherries on Snow, and I find these like gold dust really. I've got 3 medium jars which are really old, like 2012 pours, and I did light one of those over Christmas. Actually I think it was New Year's Eve, my oldest one, and boy do they throw. I've never had a candle that I can smell. I've got a porchway, and don't matter what candle I've had burning, I've never ever smelt a candle in my porchway before when I've come back in from, say, walking the dogs or whatever. But Cherries on Snow, I can definitely smell it. Now obviously it is the older candle, so perhaps it's because the older candles are stronger. Can't really comment because I've not lit my 2016 pour yet, so can't really compare the difference. But I absolutely love the smell. It was my first Yankee candle I ever had, and it will always be probably my favourite. So unfortunately I thought this was a full box, but it's not. As you can see, it's got a layer missing, so I've only got 20 of these. But again, they were 75p each, and there was no way I was letting these ones go. So I've got 20 of these now. I must admit, I do feel a bit bad because when I went to the checkout, the young girl that was serving me, she picked up this box and started counting them, and she counted 20, which obviously there is 20 in here, and she assumed there was also 20 in the other box, but there's 24, which I didn't realise because I thought this was a full box. So I actually got charged £30 because she thought there was 40 of them, but I feel a bit bad because there were 44. But I didn't know until I got home. It was too late. I was already home and it's a few mile away. I wasn't going back. Yeah, it's just unfortunate really. I'm not a thief. I promise I'm not a thief, so I did feel a bit bad. So I paid £30 for 40, but actually there was 44 of them, so £3 off that. So £27 for 44 tarts. You can't really go far wrong with that, so I was very made up. And that's everything. I mean, obviously I got a few candles for Christmas. Nothing really to write home about. I got some from Next and things like that, which I've not really lit yet. But yeah, that's everything. I'm quite happy with my little haul for now. Well, I'll leave you in peace, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I hope to speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye.